Captain John Parker stood on a village green at dawn with 70 men. 700 British regulars were marching toward them. He told his men not to fire first. Then a shot rang out, and nobody would ever know who fired it. The coercive acts, known in the colonies as the Intolerable Acts, had tightened Britain's grip on Massachusetts. The colonists' voices and objections were being drowned out by Parliament. Resistance only grew. General Thomas Gage was sent to enforce the Crown's will. His mission: disarm the colonists. After months of intelligence gathering, he sent roughly 700 regulars, British professional full-time troops, to Concord to find and raid militia stores, to rob the colonists of the weapons they needed to defend themselves. But the colonists had a warning network. Joseph Warren dispatched alarm riders into the night. Paul Revere was one, William Dawes was another. They were not alone. They were part of a relay of riders, bells, and gunshots that spread the alarm across the countryside. Revere never reached Concord. He was detained by a British patrol before he got there, but riders persisted, and the message outran the army. The Crown's troops were coming, and the colonists were ready. At 5 a.m, Captain John Parker arrived with 70 men at Lexington, in the province of Massachusetts. They met the British advance on the green. Early morning light, frost on the grass, 70 farmers facing a column of 700 professional soldiers. Parker ordered his men, do not provoke, stand your ground, do not fire unless fired upon. 70 men, facing 700, chose to stand rather than shoot first. They made a choice, to be armed but disciplined, in front of an army sent to harass and disarm them. Then, a shot rang out. Which side fired, and from whom it came, the record never confirms. Both sides blame the other. The shot heard round the world, a phrase coined decades later by Ralph Waldo Emerson, marked a new chapter: war. In the ensuing battle, 8 of Captain Parker's men were killed. 10 more were wounded. The British column moved on. When the regulars reached Concord, they searched and destroyed several stores. As smoke rose over the town, the militia saw it and came running. Colonists from the surrounding towns converged. At North Bridge, the militia met the British troops. Captain Isaac Davis and Abner Hosmer were killed. 3 British soldiers fell as well. The military's actions forced the British to withdraw from the bridge. What had started as a disarmament raid was now a running battle. The British began their retreat toward Boston. Along the road, clusters of colonial militia band together to fight the regulars at every turn. Parker's men, the same men who had stood on the green that morning, joined the battle against the retreating column, firing from behind the trees, walls, and buildings. For 12 miles, the British were under fire. At the end of the day, the cost was clear: 49 colonists killed, 39 wounded, 5 missing. But the British suffered worse. 73 were dead, 174 lay wounded, and 26 were missing. The world's greatest army had marched out to disarm a province. It marched back under fire for 12 miles. They were trapped inside Boston by nightfall. The next day, as the sun rose, the British found themselves surrounded by 20,000 colonists. Gage's army could no longer move on land. The colonists couldn't take the city. A siege had begun, and it would last nearly a year. One unknown soldier or colonist took the first shot on a frozen green at dawn. 8 men died there, and by nightfall, a war had begun that neither side could undo. The American Revolution had crossed its point of no return.